Welcome friends. Before we deep dive into the open layers and start coding, it is important to understand anatomy of web mapping application and identify exactly where open layer fits in. We will start with understanding client server model. The most famous and easiest way to understand client server model is with an example of a restaurant. Even I have learned client server model with the same example. Here, customer is like an end user. Customer is having needs and expectation. He can explore the servings and offerings through the menu provided by the restaurant. Customer identifies the required food from the menu and places the order to the waiter. Waiter accepts the request and many times helps customer in identifying food while describing famous food items available in the restaurant. Now waiter communicates the order to the chef. Chef prepares the food as per the order and presents the food to the waiter. While preparing the food, chef uses ingredients that are available into the restaurants and that are required as per the order. Finally, waiter serves the food to the customer and customer enjoys the food and places more order as per the requirement. This process continues till the time customer is done with the lunch or dinner. After all, the customer should be satisfied. Here the customer is client and chef is the server. Waiter is a bridge between client and server and performs all the transformation activity. Now, let us have a look at the web mapping application. In web mapping application, just like a restaurant menu, all the functionalities are presented to the user in the form of user interface. User can access the application through mobile, desktop, or any other compatible device. Here, user may perform various functions through the available buttons, tools, menu bars, and items. In web mapping application, user may perform pan, zoom, attribute query, or other kind of analysis. Just like Chef, here we have database. It stores the GIS data and contains various authorization, access control related information. Oracle, MS SQL are famous relational database that support storage of GIS database. PostgreSQL is an open source and free yet very powerful database that supports GIS capabilities. Along with database, there is one more component here which plays an important role in web mapping application. That is WebMap server. Let us understand it. GeoServer is an example of a WebMap server. It remains connected with the database and prepares the map as per the user request. Like many dishes in the restaurant, WebMap server provides map as a single map, image, or a multiple tiles or even sometimes vector data based on the user's request. The basic principle is that WebMap server allow the user to specify the area for which they want to access the map and the type of map they want to access. For this, user sends the request to the WebMap server. Then WebMap server prepares the map and sends back a response containing the map images. WebMap server can also be configured to pre-generate the maps even before the user is sending the request. Pre-generated maps are stored into the hard disk and these maps are served to the user as and when they are requesting it. Now, what is the advantage of pre-generating map? It improves the system performance and enhances the user experience. You would have used Google Maps, Bing Maps, these are the popular map servers. Even ESRI has ArcGIS Online web map server. Now, you will have a question. Who is playing the role of a waiter in our web mapping application? It is nothing but our open layers, that is the web map client. One of the primary function of the map client means open layer is to accept the user request for maps and convey these requests to the web map server, that is a geo server in our case. So every time when the user performs pan, zoom or any other activity on the map client, that is open layers, has to collect the information regarding the request and send these requests to the map server, that is geo server in our case. Then once the information is processed and maps are available from the geo server, OpenLayers accept this map and convey this map back to the user and renders it onto the screen. There are many popular web mapping clients like OpenLayer. One of the popular client is Leaflet. In our course, we'll be understanding functions of OpenLayers. I hope by now you have fair understanding of entire web mapping system and where OpenLayer fits in. So what is OpenLayers? OpenLayers is an open source client-side JavaScript library. Here, client-side means it performs the job on the user computer in the web browser. It does not require any special server-side software or any configuration on the server. You can use OpenLayers even without downloading the library. Isn't it beautiful? It is such a powerful library. OpenLayer handles all these queries through AJAX technology, that is asynchronous JavaScript plus XML technology. Now, why we are calling it a library again and again? Because it is a map engine that provides an API, that is application program interface. APIs can be used to render map and perform basic analysis. When we use open layers, it is important to have knowledge on how to use this open layer library. And the benefits of using open layer libraries greatly outweighs the cost of learning the open layers. You get to use a rich functionality and highly tested code base. OpenLayers is written in JavaScript, but don't worry if you are not master of JavaScript. All you really need is some basic knowledge of the syntax, and we will try to keep the things as clear as possible in the code examples. So we will keep it up to this point. See you again in the next session. Thank you.